Okay, this is a hypothesis test for means problem, a t-test example. We know that because they give us a standard deviation and they literally say the word mean. And we know it's a hypothesis test instead of confidence interval because it says hypotheses. It also does not say confidence interval. So pause the video and read this paragraph. Hopefully you've done that. First thing we're going to do is define our main variable, mu. Here, mu represents the mean fuel efficiency in miles per gallon of the company's fleet. Remember, mu is the population mean, and this is what we're making predictions about. The company believes or hopes that their average fuel efficiency is 30.2 miles per gallon. Their sample says they did better than that, but that's just a sample. That might be a fluke. We want to see if that's strong evidence that they did in fact meet this goal. Okay, so our sample is here. Our sample average is 32.12. Our sample standard deviation is 483. And then our sample size is 50. I don't know why it popped up twice there, but it did. Here are our hypotheses. Our null hypothesis is, yes, their fuel efficiency is only 30.2, and the sample suggests they did better than that. So our alternative hypothesis is their average is greater than 30.2. Notice I didn't write the 32 here. The sample just tells me whether to write greater than or less than here. All right, we draw our picture. This is a required step. Right in the middle, we have our hypothesized mu naught, 30.2. Over here above that is the sample mean, 32.12. Notice that's above, and I wrote above. We always shade tails, so I shade above this sample. I shaded above, and I wrote above. All right, then we get our calculator out. Calculator does all the work. There are only 4 buttons we're going to use for these mean problems. Buttons 2, 4, 8, and 0. This is a hypothesis test, so that narrows it down to 2 and 4. How many samples did we have? How many S's did I have? How many N's did I have? We only had 1 sample. So all the 2 sample stuff says 2 sample. The ones don't say 1. The 1 sample t-test is just t-test. Sometimes they'll give us all the data. Sometimes they'll give us the sample statistics. I don't have 50 pieces of data here. I know the stats, so I make sure stats is highlighted. And then I type in the stuff I know. My mu naught was 30.2. I type in my sample, my standard deviation, and N. Our alternative hypothesis, we wrote greater than, so we do greater than. And we hit calculate, and we're done. Here's my sample back. This is what I care about. That's the p-value. That's a tiny p-value. That will be very strong evidence then. So our p-value is less than alpha. Our p-value is much smaller than 5%. We are less than alpha. We reject the null and accept the alternative. And we say we have strong evidence that the mean fuel efficiency is more than 30.2. So this suggests that they met their goal.